of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Commanders and the Ravens, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Daniels. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season, currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Robinson up the middle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Quarter number 2. Here's 3rd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down. In motion left, Bateman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. In motion, Aguilar. Play action. Now Jackson on the crossing route. He finds Kohler. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion left, Bateman. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Hill. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half, 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To the air goes Daniels. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw,
and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now is Daniels. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Daniels looking to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seibert able to knock this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Now it's Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime. Skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. They go play action. Daniels. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Aguilar in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The first carry for... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
In motion left, Bateman.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Down to about the 22 here. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's caught left side by Sennett.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now Daniels.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Baltimore. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 40. In motion, Aguilar. Play action. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. In motion, Aguilar. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
In motion left, Bateman.
Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Ravens, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.